What's up? It's the Clubhouse Wizard. Hey, everybody, it is the Clubhouse Wizard checking in. Hope you're having a beautiful Sunday. It's February 21st. Just got off the town hall with Paul and Rohan and got some crazy, awesome new updates for this incredible platform, Clubhouse, that we all love so much. Paul, once again, is in his positive mood. He's all happy and talking, just totally awesome. Love that dude, man. He's was updating what we're all working on here at Clubhouse and what is to come. Some of the highlights from this week was Joe Rogan was in the house, Mr. $100 million Spotify. The place blew up and it was out of control. And so he was really blown away. He kind of had his first experience on Clubhouse, and Paul was there, and they were going back and forth on how they can see Clubhouse and podcasting and virtual reality and all those kinds of things working hand in hand. Just so many great conversations, and so many people are excited about what's going on here in Clubhouse. So that was fun. Stephanie likes to come on and give some updates in the town hall. She was talking about how, again, this community on Clubhouse just rallies around each other and they come to each other's aid and support. There was a 7.1 earthquake in Japan, and it was happening while people were on Clubhouse, and then people were at first confused, but then it immediately went to aid and support and trying to figure out how they could help each other. There was also a really big women's jobs movement that's out there. Glamour Magazine is teaming up and helping moms find jobs, which is great to see, as well as there was a lot of support around Austin, Texas, and what's going on with all the cold weather down there. There were, sharing stories about what people were going through, and then they were also figuring out ways to get food and water to people. In fact, they're even doing fundraising for those that were affected down there in Texas without water and electricity when that crazy weather came through. They're going to do some rooms around 3 p.m. Pacific today, Sunday. Within the room title will be Clubhouse Loves Texas, so be sure to check that out. And also, it's the last week of Black History Month, so any cool things going on, you're encouraged to inform Stephanie and those that are monitoring what's going on Clubhouse to shoot them an email, townhouse@clubhouse.com, so be sure to check that out for some highlights and things that they can share just to see what's really going on in all these awesome rooms. Let's see what we got cooking right now. They're talking about, Paul and Rohan really only have about a 2-week forecast because everything changes so fast. They can't really forecast more than 2 weeks. So right now, that's kind of where they're at. Everything is all about scaling and production, keeping the system up, keeping the servers up, hiring. We had over 10 million active users on Clubhouse this week. Things are exploding like nothing we've ever seen. So exciting times. Be patient when you see those red server error messages. They're doing the best they can. They're hiring. They're bringing on servers and server farms and everything they can to keep the system going. So just be patient. Don't forget, we're in beta. Be patient. Think about all the great people that you've met and conversations that you've had and things that you've learned. And one thing I would encourage you to do is to make sure that you are at least executing one thing a day that you've learned from this incredible, application, this incredible community. That way, because we could all be listening and be blown away by the stories and the information that's shared, but, make a commitment with yourself. I'm going to execute one thing a day that I learned on Clubhouse, and I'd love to hear how that goes out for you. Also, my buddy Joe Ingram, the Clubhouse genius, he has his own journal out that you can buy on Amazon for $7. I'll try to put like a link or something in the notes. And you can actually take notes on your journal, and it actually talks about, things that you learned and websites to go visit and things like that, as well as one thing or two things that you're going to execute from that room. So please keep that in mind. Excuse me again. The club creation, everybody's like, hey, man, I want my club, I want my club, I want my club. They're putting all of their energy right now into scaling, keeping the servers up, hiring, production. So they were hoping that this week they're going to be able to release a whole bunch of clubs for everybody that's applied. So just be patient, guys. I know we all want our clubs, but I would just be, patient and think about how you're going to use your club. Like really write it down. How am I going to use my club? What kind of shows am I going to have? What are the schedules? What are the people? What are the guests? All of the different things. Just pretend like you already have your club because you're going to get it, and make sure that you getting it, you'll know exactly how to execute that plan that you come up with. You'll be happy that you did. We're working on this week. It sounds like we might be able to have a link to our profiles and to our clubs so we can share those out on other social media platforms or on email, and they can go right to your profile or right to your club. And I know they're working on right to a particular room as well. So those features are all coming. Again, be patient. Clubhouse is blowing up, man. And as we all know, and they just got to do everything they can to make sure that the systems are working. They've expanded the size of the rooms from 5,000 to 8,000, if you've noticed that. So they're even expanding there. Just be patient. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the ride. Take a deep breath. It's all good. Just enjoy it and be happy that you're a part of this incredible community and that we have met all these incredible people, amazing conversations, incredible insights, and just, we're in beta. Just relax. It's all good, man. Just enjoy. Take it in. Just think about it. 2 months ago, where were we? We didn't have Clubhouse. So just be patient. I know it's amazing. We all love it. We want all these features, and we want everything to work as fast as possible, but for as long as my mute button works and I'm in a great room, I'm happy. So that's all you really need, right? What else we got cooking here? They're also working on getting a higher quality audio, which I'm like, dude, this is great. I don't need better audio, but that's what they want to do, and they can make the audio even better. Awesome. That's coming. They're working really hard on that as well. They're talking about also one-off rooms, which are like after rooms, like after the Clubhouse Town Hall, they have rooms. When Joe Rogan was on, there was a bunch of rooms afterwards. They want to make that real snappy and easy. So that's something that they're working on too. A lot of talk about moderators. Paul keeps going back to the same thing. He's like, hey, man, we don't need 70 moderators on a stage. He doesn't think the experience is good. Obviously, once you're a moderator, you can make other people moderator. You can kick people out of the rooms. A lot of over-talking and things like that. He always recommends have one person who starts the room and then one or two co-moderators. That's his suggestion. But, he knows everyone's organically going to do what works best for them. Just be really mindful about making people moderators and making sure that there's a good flow to your room. You want to make sure you're creating the best experience for everybody. What else we got? Talking about moderators, maybe increasing the visibility of being a moderator so moderators can be in other moderators' rooms. That's all happening kind of organically. There's big brands that are reaching out to Clubhouse, and they're trying to figure out how they can get involved and things like that. And so, there's going to be potentially like a moderator course or a certification that you can take so that maybe Clubhouse can see that you're a recommended moderator. So if Coke or Pepsi wants to come on and have a big shindig or sponsor a room, then that's something that might be of interest to you. Stay tuned for how you can become a certified moderator through Clubhouse. There's a lot of brands that are out there that are really excited about Clubhouse as well. So there's ways to be monetized. I mean, you could literally go talk to it, do some by yourself, and reach out to particular brands and say, hey, I usually can get an audience of 5,000 or 8,000 people. Have sponsor my room for $1,000, and we'll put you in the title, and maybe we'll read a couple little advertisements in between our rooms and things like that. So be creative. There's going to be lots of ways to make money. Paul's he was asked about tipping and in-person tipping. They're going to have an app within the actual Clubhouse. We're going to be able to just click and tip directly to somebody. You don't have to go off app to do that. So there's monetization things coming. So just be really mindful of that. There's people already that this is what their full-time job is. All they're doing is Clubhouse. They're getting paid by it. Lots of people who understand funnels and sending people to their profile links on Instagram. Like, for example, if you go to my Instagram link, you'll see that I have it's called Linktree. So it have different buttons. Like one, you can go listen to my Miracle Plant podcast where we share amazing stories about the miracle plant, how it's, helped and changed people's lives in extraordinary ways. We have another link button right there that says free CBDA oil, which is our raw CBD oil, which we love people to try for free. And then I think there's another button like brand ambassadors, and then our story at 101hemp.org. So be real mindful of that. Get your link tree up and just kind of direct people, because it's an app where you can do other things. You can multitask. So a lot of people are using Instagram to direct message. Go to the link, and if you've got like a free ebook or like a free plus shipping offer, things like that, to kind of get people who are interested in what you have to say, to get them connected, and then you can follow each other on Instagram, direct message back and forth. I mean, this is what I'm seeing most people doing. Just giving you the heads up, there's a lot more coming down the pipeline. So trying to give you as much information as I can so you can do your thing and help, offer your products and services to those people out there who are looking for them or who need them and don't even know about it yet. What else do we got here? In the beginning, there was no mods. It was just like rooms of everyone talking. So then there was a speaker stage and an audience stage, and then they had one mod, and now they had multiple mods, and now they're talking about maybe doing a mod thing where you can just pull somebody up to the top so it's easier to find them, but then it doesn't display. So there's lots and lots and lots of things. And the cool thing is, look, they're thinking about it. They're not just making quick decisions. These guys are forward thinking. They're long-term thinkers, and they're really thinking about how it's going to overall, affect your experience on Clubhouse. Let's see what else we talked about. We talked about that. We talked about that as well, like, having a brand sponsor your room that might be on the title, and then maybe every like 20 minutes you say, this room is sponsored by, or every time you reset a room, this room is sponsored by 101 Hemp, or this room is sponsored by the Miracle Plant podcast, and, they can, read a little thing like that when you're resetting the room, and then that's an opportunity for them to give you money to monetize your time and your energy that you're putting into modding rooms and things like that. So I like that one. So let's make sure that we're thinking about things like that. Again, Paul's all about making everything frictionless, your experience. That's why they want to have clubs that you can actually submit to get a club within the Clubhouse experience, where you can tip within the Clubhouse experience. So all of those things, they're trying to make it as frictionless as possible. Let's see, what else do we got here? It doesn't look like there's going to be a chat feature on other apps. I know that there was there was a chat feature within the room, but it looks like there is going to be a direct message, a DM platform within Clubhouse. I know a lot of us right now are using Instagram, so be on the lookout for that. They're just trying to think of how can you engage with somebody on a DM. Paul's and Rohan, they're very smart and strategic about, they don't want people getting spammed. So they're thinking about it. So just be patient. Again, I know a lot of us are using Instagram, which is great and, good for Instagram. But just know that some DM direct messaging is going to be coming down the pipeline within the app of Clubhouse is what it sounds like. Let's see. That's pretty much it. We got multiple language that are going on right now, and they're doing everything they can for privacy and security. Again, there's no recording on Clubhouse. If you get caught, you're going to get kicked out. The only time you can record is if everybody on stage gives you explicit rights, explicit, ability to record. And a lot of people put in the title recording on the room so people know that they're recording. And then you can use that and record to another platform. Other than that, that's the beauty of Clubhouse. There is no replays. There are no recordings. It's just about people coming and having a great, authentic experience. So I hope everybody learned a bunch. I hope everyone's excited as I am. I can't wait to see everyone in another room soon, as I always say in Clubhouse. And until then, poof! See ya. Take care, everybody. Have a great Sunday.